spiritual awakening, often painted as the ultimate destination, the peak of self-discovery, the grand finale of enlightenment. You chase it, hoping for that moment of cosmic clarity, that profound connection. But what if the real journey begins after that initial burst? What if, once the fireworks fade, life doesn't simply settle into blissful harmony? Instead, strange and unexpected things start to unfold. If you felt that initial shift, that inner earthquake, or you're curious about what comes next, you're in the right place. Today, we're venturing beyond the initial glow, exploring 3 often unmentioned experiences that can surface after your spiritual awakening concludes. These aren't the Instagram-worthy moments of bliss. They're the subtle, sometimes unsettling shifts that are crucial for navigating the deeper phases of your spiritual evolution. So, let's step into the less started territory and uncover what truly lies beyond the awakening. First, the quiet desert of emptiness. Imagine this. You've had your moment. Maybe it was a rush of insight, a wave of euphoria, a profound sense of oneness with everything. You felt utterly alive, connected to the very fabric of existence. You thought this newfound clarity would be your permanent state. But then, silence. The world feels muted, drained of color, as if the very source of inspiration has gone quiet. This, my friends, is often the void. It's an overwhelming emptiness that can descend after the initial high of spiritual awakening. You might suddenly feel disconnected, as if the guiding light has flickered out. It can feel like the universe has abandoned you. This is deeply unsettling, feeling like a spiritual crash landing. You question if you did something wrong, if the awakening was just a fleeting illusion. But here's a crucial truth. This void is often a necessary stage of your spiritual unfolding. This emptiness isn't a sign you've lost your way. It signifies a deeper integration within your consciousness. Think of it as a spiritual pause, where everything you've experienced is settling into a more profound level. In this stillness, frustration and anxiety can easily arise. You might be tempted to chase that initial high, seeking new teachings, meditations, anything to reignite the intensity. But the emptiness persists. Why? Because the void is inviting you to be still, to be patient. It's asking you to release the craving for constant spiritual stimulation, and to trust that this silence is a vital part of your growth. The void is often described as the liminal space, the threshold between who you once were and who you are becoming. Like the quiet stillness within a chrysalis, seemingly nothing is happening, yet profound transformation is underway. Old layers of your identity are dissolving, making way for the emergence of your truer self. This is where deep inner work occurs, often beneath the surface of your conscious awareness. So, what to do when you find yourself in this quiet desert? The answer is simple. Surrender. Allow yourself to rest in the silence, knowing that this emptiness isn't a void at all, but fertile ground for new beginnings. Trust that this phase will pass, and when it does, you'll emerge stronger, more grounded, and more deeply aligned with your authentic path. Second, the unraveling of who you thought you were. Next, we encounter one of the most disorienting and frankly, strange experiences after awakening. The loss of identity. You've glimpsed beyond the ego, seen through the layers of personality that society has draped over you. But now, as you navigate your daily life, something feels off. The roles you used to play feel ill-fitting. It's as if the person you once were has subtly vanished. This isn't just a metaphorical shedding. After awakening, many describe a genuine dissolution of their sense of self. The things that once defined you, your career ambitions, your social circles, even your long-held likes and dislikes, may suddenly feel irrelevant. You might look in the mirror and genuinely ask, who am I now? This can be deeply unsettling, because as humans, we crave a sense of self. We've spent our lives constructing identities based on societal expectations, familial narratives, and personal ambitions. But after a spiritual awakening, those constructs begin to crumble. You realize you are not your job title, your possessions, or even the constant chatter of your thoughts. You are something much deeper, a soul, a consciousness that transcends the limitations of the physical world. Initially, this could feel liberating, a shedding of old burdens and limitations. But soon, it can also feel terrifying. If you're not the person you thought you were, then who are you? What is your purpose now? This is where many feel utterly lost, adrift without a familiar compass. In this stage, a sense of disconnection from those around you is common. Friends and family may not grasp the profound shifts you're experiencing. You might find yourself no longer resonating with familiar social circles, feeling like an outsider in your own life. This isolation can be painful, but it's also an integral part of the process. Losing your old identity isn't a mistake. It's a shedding of what no longer serves your evolving soul. Like a snake outgrowing its skin, you need to allow the old self to naturally fall away. Don't rush it or try to force a new identity upon yourself. Let the new you emerge slowly, like a flower tentatively blooming after a long winter. The loss of identity after awakening isn't a true loss at all. It's the dawn of a new chapter, where you are free to create a life that is in deeper alignment with your soul's true purpose. Embrace this uncertainty, for it is in this fertile ground that genuine transformation takes root. Third, the sudden amplification of your senses to energy. The final, often surprising experience after a spiritual awakening is a heightened sensitivity to energy. When your consciousness expands during an awakening, you begin to tune into higher frequencies of existence. You become acutely aware of the subtle energies that permeate everything around you. This can be both a profound blessing and a significant challenge. Suddenly, you might find yourself intensely sensitive to the energetic vibrations of people, places, and situations. Crowded environments might feel overwhelming, and you might start involuntarily absorbing the emotions and energetic states of others. This heightened receptivity can make navigating daily life feel like walking through the world without a filter, constantly absorbing everything like a sponge. Initially, this can be incredibly draining. You might feel inexplicably exhausted after social interactions or overwhelmed by certain environments. You might even experience heightened anxiety or emotional imbalances, realizing you're carrying energies that aren't your own. This is a common experience as your energetic field becomes more open and receptive than before. However, this heightened sensitivity is also a powerful gift. It allows you to perceive beyond the surface level, to feel the underlying truth of any given situation. Your intuition becomes sharper, and you develop an innate ability to sense when something is out of alignment. This can empower you to make wiser decisions, avoid negative influences, and stay more deeply attuned to your own energetic state. The key to navigating this newfound sensitivity lies in learning how to protect your energy. You might find yourself needing more solitude or time in nature to recharge. Setting firm boundaries with energetically draining individuals becomes crucial, as does practicing grounding techniques to maintain your energetic balance. Over time, you'll learn to navigate this heightened awareness without feeling overwhelmed, developing the ability to discern and manage the energetic input. Remember, this heightened sensitivity is a signal that your spiritual awakening has propelled you to a higher state of consciousness. You are no longer simply moving through life on autopilot. You are fully aware of the subtle, energetic currents that shape your reality. With practice, you can harness this sensitivity, allowing it to guide you towards experiences and people that resonate with your soul's deepest path. So, if you're experiencing these unexpected shifts after your spiritual awakening, the quiet emptiness, the unraveling of identity, the heightened sensitivity, please know that you are not alone and you are not losing your way. These are often signs of profound evolution, the necessary stages of shedding old layers and stepping into a higher state of being. Embrace these changes, however strange they may feel, for they are guiding you towards the next, deeper phase of your spiritual journey. Your initial awakening may have concluded, but your transformation has only just begun. Stay attuned to your inner wisdom, trust the process, and know that everything you are experiencing is part of your soul's magnificent unfolding. Remember, a whole universe is guiding you, if you simply take the time to listen. If you found this video insightful, please hit that subscribe button and join our community of spiritual explorers. Share your own experiences with these post-awakening shifts in the comments below. Let's learn together. And of course, give this video a like if you're ready to continue your journey beyond the initial awakening. See you in the next video.